Welcome to Mr. Heaton's Math Lab. In this video, we're going to learn about partitioning shapes into equal areas. So let's take a look at this one. So for each shape, we can actually split it into different parts, and we want to split it into equal parts. So for instance, say we have a circle, and we want to partition it or cut it into two equal parts. What we would do is just run a line down the center. Okay, what if we had 4 equal parts? Well, we can actually take this and we can cut it up here. So now you can see it has 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. Well, we could do even more. Say we can actually run a line here, we can run a line here, and run it here, and run it here. Well, we can put as many lines as we want. And as long as each section of this section right here, is the same area, it's the same slice as each of these other sections, we can actually make a circle into as many equal parts as we want. Okay, let's take a look at another example. Okay, well this one we have a square. So we could do a couple different ways to make this into 4 equal parts. Okay, well we can run a line down the middle. Okay, that makes it into 2 equal parts. And we can run a line across the other side. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 parts in which each one of these has an equal amount of space that it fills up. It has an equal area. Now, for each one of these, usually you can split up a object into different parts different ways. So even in the case of the square, we can actually go from the sides like this, where now we have triangles inside of here. But look, each one of these triangles is still an equal size compared to the others. Okay, so we are still splitting up a square into 4 equal parts. Okay, now let's take a look at this one. This is an octagon, and if we remember, an octagon has 8 sides. So how can I take an octagon and break it into 8 equal parts? Well, I can go from each one of these lines and do a diagonal straight across. So if I go here and go down to that, I take it from this corner and go down to the opposite corner, do the same here, do the same here, I have 8 equal sizes. So we're able to split this octagon into 8 different sizes. Another way to do it for an octagon, if you notice for each one, I'm doing a corner, or I can do it from a side. So if I take it from the side, see, I can go here, and guess what? That makes 8 equal sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's try another example. Okay, so now let's go back to splitting up a square into 4 equal parts. So I'm going to go from the center of the sides. Okay, now we have 4 equal sides, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. And why don't we color 3 parts of the shape? So if we want to color 3/4 of the shape, we know that on our example here, that the 3 corresponds to the amount of objects colored to the total amount of parts. Well, I know that there are 4 total parts, and I need 3, this top number, are going to be colored in. So we go 1, 2, 3. So we have colored in 1, 2, 3 out of 4 parts. So 3 out of 4 parts are colored. Let's try another example. Okay, this one we have a circle. So in our example, it's going to say, let's cut it into 2 equal parts. So I'm going to cut it sideways. We're going to cut it like that. Okay, we have a top part and we have a bottom part. So now it's asking us to color in 1/2 of the shape. So remember that if we have 1/2 of a shape, we color one part. The colored parts is 1. color the bottom for this one out of 2 parts. So 1, 2. So we colored 1 of 2 parts. Okay, let's try the octagon now. And for this one, I'm going to do the corners to divide it into 8 parts equally. Let's see, and all right, now we've divided it into 8 parts equally, and we need to color in 3 out of the 8 parts of our shape. So we're going to color 3 out of a total of 8 parts. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we colored 3 out of 8 parts. Let's move on. Okay, let's try this example. Okay, this one is saying we have a rectangle, and we need to change that rectangle into 3 equal parts. Okay, well, if I put a line right in the middle, I separated it into 2, and if I separate it here, we got 3 parts, right? 1, 2, 3, but they're really not equal. So how do we get that to be equal? Well, a way I always think of it is if I'm going to divide it into thirds, I need to make an imaginary line kind of here, and that looks like it's pretty equal. Okay, so here and here. Okay, that looks like I have 1, 2, 3 equal parts. It's a little off, but that's okay. As long as we're making a judgment call to be as perfect as we can, we're good. So we have 3 equal parts here, and we're being told to color in 1 out of 3 parts of the shape. So we're going to color 1 out of 3. So we're going to color in here, right? So we colored 1 out of 3 parts. All right, now let's take a look at a pentagon. Okay, we're going to put a pentagon into 5 parts. So pentagons, what we do is we go from the side and we go to the middle, right, just like this. And look, we're able to put it into 5 equal parts. I always think of it as it looks kind of like a person is inside of it, right? The arms, they have the leg and the head. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. So now we're going to color it in 2 out of the 5 sides. So 1, 2. So now we know we have colored 2 out of 5 sides. If you're looking to take your math skills to the next level, check out Mr. Heaton's Math Lab. We offer a range of resources to help you succeed, from free workbooks and Common Core assessments to focused mini courses and comprehensive curriculum courses. Head over to www.mrheatonsmathlab.com to get started today.